Are you an Indigenous woman who wants to make a difference in your community? Why not join the Indigenous Women and Community Leadership Program?
This program will help First Nations, Métis, and Inuit women learn to recognize and build their strengths as leaders. They will discover new ways to connect with their communities and organizations to help achieve their goals.
2, 1, go! Off she goes, wearing bib number 12, Trista Beck.
Angela James is a force to be reckoned with. She serves the teachers. She makes sure that the teachers have everything they have in order to be successful in the classrooms.
When you see leaders make mistakes, sometimes big mistakes, they don't have a bunch of good, strong women around them to guide them.
My mother-in-law was one of the first teachers here in the community, and she believed our children had a right to learn in their community.
Fort McKay is the place to come if you have an idea. If you live here and you're a member of the community and you want to start a business, the odds are in your favor that that business is going to be successful. I would say there's a disproportionate number of people in business, and especially women in business. For some reason, McKay has some really strong women.
I think it's probably the way we were brought up. Our mothers were strong as well.
And I was always wanting to start my own company because I know a lot about it. Somebody tells me they made a mess, oh no, that's money. That's money, you know. It's how you look at it.
My brother was always phoning me and saying, it's time for you to work for your people.
You don't come in with all your preconceived notions of how it should be. Go in and see what is there. Work with the people that are there and grow things so that they'll be sustainable. If you think you can't, you can't. If you think you can, you will, right? I do 110% when I do something, so I really did what I could. There's so much that needs to be done. That's why it's important for me to help our people get educated so that they can come back to work in our community.
It didn't feel like a community, I guess you could say. And now it's like, wow, like this is, like I'm proud to say this is my home.
Our community will go on for a long time being strong because those little girls, their hearts are so strong and they're so beautiful and they walk in such a good way, and that the beauty of our community lives on in them, and they're going to carry us into many generations into the future in a very, very strong and powerful way.
Good morning, Simmer Fan.
I would be lying to you if I said this job was easy. I do face a lot of challenges. One of them being, the first one, plain to see, is that I'm a woman in a man's world. My vision would be to be self-sufficient, not to rely on, the government. With economic development, employment is one of them. I think people, when they're healthy and working, they start to, contribute to the community. I think that when people are heard, and feel that they value, your information, that they also want to see the community grow. I believe our people deserve the best, and I give my best.
It's just such a given. Of course, women should be leaders, women should be lawyers, women should be doctors. But there's something different about women and about men when it comes down to especially things like leadership.
There is no clan mothership under the Indian Act. So we need to open the doors of our longhouses because that's where women leadership is.
We need to brush our kids off, the younger women. We need to brush them down and, get them on a road. Let's show them, hey, there's another road here. Let's try going down this road together.
I'm capable of doing the job whether I'm a man or a woman. You're as strong as your inner self. I think it's all in here. That's where your strength comes from.
My dreams is for number one that we become self-governing. I also want this community to not forget who they are. The Mi'kmaq, they look after the people, they have to look after the land, and they have to look after their spirit. So that's what I wish.
When I would start to feel down and low, she'd say, no, we got to keep going for the kids and for their kids and so on, the next generation. Because if we stop, then it won't go anywhere. I'd like to see that they feel good about being who they are as Mi'kmaq and getting the language and speaking it and reading and writing it and not be afraid of who they are, ashamed of who they are.
You're the young people. You're the one that has to go out there and start this. You know, we did our share, but we're there, we're here to help you when you get stuck.
Because if you wait for somebody else to do it, it's not going to be done.
The Coady International Institute has partnered with Imperial Oil and ExxonMobil to offer this unique program.
The Indigenous Women in Community Leadership Program starting in spring 2011. Join us!